Welcome to Boomhauer69's channel. Today Boomhauer is gonna talk about the Makita microwave. In the last video I did about the Makita microwave, I read an article and then I gave my thoughts at the end. But I thought I'd do another video, another shorter video, giving you all my thoughts on this Makita cordless microwave. For those who don't know, Makita is a Japanese-based company, and they make cordless tools and stuff, and they make like this here. This is a DeWalt jigsaw, but they make these like cordless tools. This is the DeWalt line of cordless tools, and they make all kinds of different tools and stuff. But Makita, a couple years back, started this new line of products for the people who like to do outdoor adventuring, camping, hiking, and stuff, and created this line of products called Makita Outdoor Adventures, and that's geared towards like the camping, recreational type stuff. And so Makita decided to simply, for whatever reason, decided to try and make a cordless microwave. It's a 500 watt small microwave, runs on two 40 amp hour XGT batteries. That's their like maximum, from my understanding, their maximum big batteries is 40 amp hour XGT battery line this microwave will run on. Now they haven't released it to the US market yet, but it's only in Japan right now, but they do later on have a patent pending from what I read online, and we'll be bringing it to the US market. This microwave, it's just a cordless microwave that runs on their batteries. And my thoughts on this Makita microwave, here's a picture of what it looks like. It has a handle and carrying strap. It's almost like a mini, almost like a kind of big lunchbox almost. But my thoughts on this microwave is, I think it's a neat idea. You know, I can see where if this microwave actually worked. I don't know. I never used the microwave. I don't know how well it's going to be at heating and cooking food like a normal corded microwave would work. I don't know how well this should work. I never used one before. Again, it's not available in the US yet and stuff, but if it does become available in the US and at the time I can afford to do so, I would buy it and put it to the test. But that's what questions me, because if you know how microwaves work, microwaves require a lot of power and basically juice to run. And even if you buy a small 500 watt corded microwave and you try to run that off a solar system or your off-grid power system or power station, you gotta have a pretty beefy, heavy, pretty beefy power station to run a microwave. You gotta have a high wattage, power station to run a small microwave, because microwaves take up a lot of juice to simply run and stuff. So I do think this is a neat idea. If this successfully did work, I could see this being this little small 500 watt, and I think it was 0.28 cubic feet microwave, the small microwave. I could see where this would be useful, like say you're out on because they're kind of geared towards, kind of off-grid construction work, like because that's what they are. They're a company that makes power tools for the construction and kind of mechanical industry. So I can see where something like this, if it successfully worked, it would be good. I can see where it'd be useful if it did work, because, when you think about construction sites where they don't have where on like a construction site, you might not have a whole lot of places to plug in things. You might, if you have an on-site generator or gas generator or power station, you might not have enough outlets to plug in a regular microwave and stuff. And so I can see where this would definitely be useful, but my question is, would it actually work good, where it would make sense to own and buy and actually use. Now it runs on their 40 amp hour XGT line of batteries. So yeah, it takes 2 batteries, and then after it runs maximum wattage, maximum power is 500 watts, and that's only for 8 minutes. So basically, the microwave will run at 500 watts for 8 minutes. Then it will automatically shut down and run at 350 watts. So you only get, basically, my understanding with this microwave, you're only getting the 500 watts maximum power capacity for only 8 minutes, and then it's going to drop down to where it will only run at 350 watts until you recharge your batteries for the next time around or whatever. So, because microwaves take a lot of juice, so I think it would be a battery eater thing, and I'm afraid it just wouldn't work at all, where it'd just be a big flop gimmick novelty thing that just wouldn't work at all, wouldn't be very efficient or make any sense. And then too, the price, I'd be afraid the price would be way too high, where it would be just cheaper buying a regular 500 watt microwave, and if you already got a juicy power station, because if you're living off grid and you're looking at this thinking, oh, I'll buy that for off grid use, and you already have a nice beefy, solar power station set up, off grid electrical power setup that could run a regular corded microwave, it might just make more sense to go out and buy a regular standard microwave. Because I can tell you right now, this little cordless battery power microwave, it's going to have a hefty sticker price on it, price-wise, I can tell you right now. But I do think it's neat. I do see, if this was successful, how it would be quite handy, in like on a construction site, or living in a camper, if you're one of those what they call nomads that live in RVs, campers, or your converted van that you converted into a camper van, or your car or whatever. I can see where it would be handy if it was successful and worked great. I can see where it would be handy, is what I'm saying. But my question is, how well will this product work and stuff? That would be my question. How well would it work? I never used one before, and I'd have to buy one and put it to the test. But if it worked just fine, like a regular small microwave, I could see where it'd be handy, Now the dinners I cook, like the Hungry Man TV dinners and the banquet, meal dinners, they might be a little more harder on something like that to use. It might be harder to cook on in something like that, I could see this little microwave would be handy if you're somebody that just likes to have a couple Hot Pockets or a Pop-Tart, if you're like cooking your Pop-Tarts in a microwave, and small those little breakfast sandwiches and stuff. I could see it might be able to do that, but I don't know much about actual like regular like TV dinners, like the actual full meal TV dinners, like the Hungry Man's, I always get the Hungry Man boneless chicken, and that's got corn, mashed potatoes, a brownie, and then your 2 chicken patties. It might have a hard time cooking those, because those require more time to cook, and they would require more juice and stuff. So, but I do think it's a neat game changer. It's definitely going to make all of Makita's competitors, it's going to probably make them think more outside the box and stuff. And I do think it's great that Makita is also making the outdoor event, they call it outdoor adventure line of cordless stuff, and kind of getting into the camping and recreational stuff. I do like that, and that they're kind of going into territories that no cordless platform has thought about going into and stuff. I do think that's neat. I think it's going to be a good game changer. It's definitely thinking outside the box, and either way, I think it's going to have a positive and negative. I think it will have in some way or form, a positive effect on the industry, I would say. And even if it doesn't work, it's definitely going to make other cordless, battery-powered or platforms, think outside the box and stuff. It's definitely going to have some sort of positive impact on it. And now, my thoughts, if this comes to the U.S. market, and at the time I had the money to review that sort of product and stuff, and I knew I could afford it without breaking the bank, I would definitely buy it and put it to the test and see what it's capable of doing, and see if this would be something that actually works pretty good or be crap or whatever. I'm afraid it might be one of those things where it might not work too good, where it's just a novelty gimmick item that just probably bomb. But if it did, I think it would still have some sort of positive effect on the whole industry and stuff that makes cordless power tools. But that's my thoughts. I think this Makita cordless microwave would be handy in certain situations. I could see where it would be useful if it did successfully work and stuff. But yeah, if you like this sort of content, give this video a thumbs up. If you like this sort of video, don't forget to share this video with everyone you know. If you really like this video, comment below your thoughts. What do you think about the Makita microwave? Do you think this would be a good thing, a bad thing? What are your thoughts and stuff? Comment below, and hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching Boomhauer 69's channel.